what's up, everybody? Welcome. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. My name is John Williams, aka Jigs. I'm on the mic. You know what I'm saying? I want to welcome y'all to Man Cave Mondays. That's MANCAV Mondays. That's right, Man Cave Mondays. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know what I'm saying? We're here. We're gonna talk about men. We're gonna talk about all types of men and situations. So we really appreciate y'all for tuning in. And in a minute, we're gonna get ready to come right back. We're gonna get with y'all. Hey, what's up with it, y'all? Welcome back to Man Cave Mondays, guys. We out here doing it again on another episode on the hottest podcast in the DFW, baby. We going across the nation doing this thing big. We want to make sure that I want to let y'all know that y'all go ahead, make sure y'all subscribe to us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Man Cave Mondays. That's MANCAV space MONDAYS. And make sure, again, that's MANCAV space MONDAYS. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share as we get down and continue to push forward with Man Cave Mondays. Before we get started today, I want to introduce myself. I'm your panel host, of course, John Williams, and I'm going to introduce my panel guests today. Before we get into our topic and everything, I want to introduce to my right side, this is my homeboy Ron Clemens. Mr. Clemens, can you say something just real quick? Tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into it.
What's up, everybody? Ron Clemens. I'm in the DFW area. I'm an actor, model. Recently got on the directing side. I actually have a movie on Tubi called Remember Tomorrow, so go check that out. Yeah, man, I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here, man.
Hey, I'm happy to have you here, Mr. Clemens.
Yeah, man, get into these topics.
It's about to get juicy, you know what I'm saying? Out there in Facebook land, cause y'all know how I do it. Y'all know we get real juicy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get straight into it. Our topic of the day is throw the whole damn woman away. Now I know y'all out there like, whoa, what is up with that? Yes, the topic for today is throw. That means throw her right out the door, out the window, the whole damn woman away. In my own words, he was like, well, John, what are you talking about? When I say throw the whole damn woman away, I'm just basically saying, like, if it ain't working for you, if she ain't good for you, if she don't value you as a man, if she don't bring anything to the table, if there's nothing that you can do with it, if she's just bringing a pretty face and a small waist, throw the whole damn woman away. That's what I say, because it's not valuable. It's too much out there for you wasting your time. And men, we do not have time to waste. We have options. Like you heard a woman say they got options. Men, it's like this. We try to figure out what's going to be best for us. Whether it's going to be best, is this going to be best for us to get married to this person? Is it going to be worth it to get married to that person? So that's what I mean by throw the whole damn woman away. Now, Ryan, how you feel about that in reference to your synopsis on throw the whole damn woman away?
Well, I'm going to come from a different approach. I'm married. So
be careful, y'all. Watch yourself. Miss Clemens, we gonna try to. All right.
So, I mean, no, man, it's, before I got married, man, it was, I'll say this. Pre-COVID, I'll say like 3 years before COVID happened, you could see a shift in how relationships was going. Because, like, let me see, me and my lady started about 2016, 2017, we started talking. Before that, you know, man, you know, you had the Tinder, you had, you know, you go out and meet, you know, Dallas was popping off, you know, you could go out and meet women and stuff like that.
Right.
But, man, during COVID, man, it's like, I talk to my homeboys that are single, and they like, man, it's a whole different area. And they actually, some of them have that thought process, just throw them away. I got one homeboy, he's like, man, I ain't got time. He just throwing them away. So you have some brothers out there that do have that mindset.
Wow. Now y'all heard that from Ron. Now you know there are brothers out there. For you brothers that's out there watching, I see a few of them now. Hey, don't be afraid to throw the whole damn woman away. So before we get back into this and get real juicy on this, we gonna take a commercial break, man. Pay some bills. Get back with y'all, man. Just remember, just don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Man Cave Mondays. That's MANCAV space MONDAYS. So we gonna get right back at y'all in a few minutes. Get back at y'all after this commercial break. All right.
She was right about one thing. I do need a backup plan for after the game is finished with me.
I told you that before you got in the league.
Baby, you haven't played for 2 months. Do you even know what day it is?
CJ! Wake up, man. Wake up!
Welcome back to Man Cave Mondays, man. We're gonna jump right into this topic, man, about throw the whole damn woman away. I'm gonna start off by getting with my special guest, Ron, film producer, film extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get. I'm gonna throw this first question at him first, so I can get his pretty much his opinion on it about throwing the whole damn woman away. Throw the whole damn woman away. But the first question is gonna be actually. What happens when a man decides that he don't want the woman anymore because of something that the woman did to make him no longer want to be with that woman?
Well, I'm gonna take a different approach to that because I am married. I don't think I have that option. And I say that because when you commit to that relationship, for me, I don't know about other guys, but for me, I want to work it out. Okay. First, I'm going to look at what I did wrong and how I contributed to it. And then I'm going to look at her side of it, bring those two together. Then I'm going to say, let's sit down and let's talk about this. Okay. I'm not a confrontational type. I'm not going to cuss you out. I'm not going to do all that yelling and screaming. Let's sit down and talk about it. Okay. Because I see it like this. The reason why I approach it that way, I don't want you to come at me like that, and I don't want to come at you like that. I think when you get married, it has to be a sense of responsibility on both parts. Okay. And it has to, especially on my part, if I'm the leader, I have to be able to come into the situation knowing that if I go left, you know as well as I know, a woman can go left quick. It don't take them no time. So I had to come at it at a different perspective to keep peace in the home. Okay, I can go with that. And for y'all, the audience out there, just understand now, Ron is speaking from a marital point of view, not for you single women and men out there, because we know that there's different circumstances when it comes to married folks and single folks, because when it comes to Ron, I understand exactly what he's saying, because he wants to, like when they take them vows to death do you part, man, you got to be willing to pull in, put it in, work it out. Some people don't believe that. When they take those vows, but then when something comes up, they out. And to me, it seems like they out because they feel like they got options, like there's always another man or another woman they can choose from. But, it's good to hear, brothers that say that, hey, if something happens in the marriage, it's just not, that don't mean that it's time to pick up and just be gone. It's time to put all the pieces down and find out what happened, what went wrong, what's going wrong, what can we do. Now, I'm going to be the devil's advocate. And I'm going to say to my brother Ron, so is there a point, if you married to this woman, if she gives it to another brother, for we don't know, it could be 1,000 reasons why she gives it to another brother, could there be place for forgiveness after cheating? Now, we're not talking about single folks now. Y'all, we're going to get to y'all single folks in a minute. We're talking about in a marriage. Could you forgive this woman? Because me, I'm going to tell you right now, all you women out there looking, you cheat on me, J-Dub, I'm out. I'm out at 5. I might put some shit in your tank. I might strip at the job. I might come in there like Roscoe Jenkins on you or anything.
You ain't finna cheat on me and think I'm finna be staying in this marriage. I'm out. It's fine. I know they like John. Nah, I ain't giving it. Nah. Cause I know me as a brother, I might be thinking about it at night, thinking how you was giving it to her, doing anything. I'm like, I don't know if I can deal with that. I might wake up and be, I'll be wanting, So, nah, brother Ron here. How you feel about that, Mr. Spencer?
Well, having been cheated on before I got married, I was in a long-term relationship and I got cheated on, and it changed my perspective because during that time I was like, okay, again, what did I do wrong? And then sometimes it's not about what you did. Maybe the person doesn't want you anymore. So coming from that perspective and having been cheated on, I'm more forgiving because I look at it like this. And not trying to be the whole holier than thou or nothing like that, but I look at it from this perspective. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful to see another day. And that's another day that the Most High has given me to be able to get life right. So when I mess up, I ask him for forgiveness.
Okay.
So if somebody does me wrong, I'm supposed to do the same thing, right?
Right, that's right.
So if it's somebody that I truly love and truly say I want to spend the rest of my life with,
right,
everybody's gonna make mistakes. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Because when I got cheated on, it hurt me. That was the first time I ever felt like for real pain. To where like that whole thing, men cry in the dark, everybody thought I was okay, but it was some times where I was like literally hurting and like, man, like, I mean, it hurt me to my core. Because I never thought that would happen to me. You hear it, right, but you know how it goes. So
right,
I think a lot of stuff that I've been through before I got married, it got me ready for marriage. Because like you said, marriage is hard, bro. Like when you take them vows, that means you're going to take the good with the bad. And it's going to be a lot, sometimes it's going to be a lot of bad times. But that's what makes sure marriage grows stronger. But I think for me, when you meet somebody and you think that that's who you want to get married, you need to sit down and say, hey, and you can never predict things, but you want to have those open conversations. Those like, hey, if you cheat on me, or are you the type that, how would you react if I cheated on you? Just to get that person's point of view. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, I can feel you with that. And for all y'all, the studio audience out there that's listening to Brian, he breaking that knowledge down. You know, now I will say for you single people, hey, we know how y'all act, because I see y'all on TV every day. Busting cars, busting windows, chicks burning up dudes' cars,
but you know what? When we was younger, think about like our grandparents when they cheated. Or
they stayed together.
They stayed together and they fought. And then you look up 20 years later and they even stronger.
Yeah.
It's so easy because of how everything is now. We're in a society where everything is me, attention.
Right. But don't you think that could have a lot? I think a lot of the way we handle situations has to do with social media and reality TV.
A lot of it has to do with how you were brought up too.
Well, yeah.
If you saw that, that's what you know to do. But as a person, you have to change yourself, because you're supposed to be getting, as you get older, you're supposed to get wiser and stronger and more knowledgeable, right, and as a better person, right?
Right.
Instead of declining, when you get 70, you reverting back to how you were when you was 20.
Right. That's true. Y'all heard that? Ron dropping that knowledge now. Not just the film now. You dropping knowledge, life knowledge. But now what we're gonna do is now we're gonna shift gears and go to this next question. How do you feel about when breaking up with the woman, seeing her with someone else, knowing what she do in bed? That's pretty deep like that.
For me, man, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
You know, he got it, okay.
Right. I try not to.
Somebody else had it before me.
Right.
Somebody
like have behind
after
you.
you know?
And see, that's how I be looking at it. Cause a lot of people be like, oh, nobody else has. I'm like, look, once it's gone, it's gone. Yeah. I'm not thinking about it no more. I'm putting something else in my mind. Bump that. You know, ain't no reason to be sitting here wondering like if he giving it to us longer than I would, or he eating it harder than I would, or I mean, is he eating a booty? I mean, yeah, what is really going on? You know. I'm not finna worry about all that. Y'all don't worry about all that. When you gone, you gone. So ain't no reason to be worried about knowing what the other person is doing in bed, knowing all the freaky stuff she done to you. If she sucking your toes, then get you a chick that suck your toes. You know what I'm saying? And she put ice on your nipples when you do it like that. Get you a chick that puts ice on your nipples, okay? You freaky dudes out there, y'all freaky. Right. So
yeah, I don't think you can too much. Man, to me, it's like, you know, when you had your favorite car and you done had it for years, and then you like, dang, man, you know, it's okay. It don't want me no more. It's time to move on. I gotta go get something else. You may think about it, but you're like, you know, I got something new. I gotta concentrate more on that.
True. Now, what about? My next point brings you to the fact that my next point where is forgiveness considered when you end a relationship? Is that an option?
Definitely, man. If you can't forgive, you might as well not even be with anybody. Yeah. You have to. Everybody's gonna do you wrong. It's just like a job. You know what I'm saying? When you're at your job, everything is not gonna go right.
Right.
When you're at your job, you're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have people that you have arguments with. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been on the job 10, 20, 30 years. It's different now, but even still, you got to have some stability in life because a woman or a man wants to see that you can be, I'll put it to you like this. A job is like a relationship. If you meet somebody and they know you've been on the job for years, that shows that you're responsible. Yeah. That shows that you can get up and go and take care of responsibility, which should blend over to the relationship.
Right.
Now they're gonna be different because you just going there for a paycheck. This one you going home because you have love for this person. Mm-hmm. Y'all building a life together. You may have kids or whatever the case may be. She may have kids or you're helping her, you know, whatever the case may be for everybody's situation. But they the same thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a man or a wife more than you need that job because the job can let you go at the drop of a hat. They ain't even gotta have no reason. Right. It's harder for a person to let you go, and they're gonna be more forgiving. They're gonna take a lot more than what their job is. Right. Their job has a policy. There's no policy on a relationship because it has its ups and downs. Right. Now you have ethics, you have goals and morals, but a policy is different because I can go get 1,000 of you. It's just like you said, if you sleep with somebody, if you know, that job is like, damn, we used to have this. We let it go.
Right.
That job ain't worried about, oh, we used to beat this up. Oh, we let it go. We got a whole new one right here. We got 10 of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, man. And I grew up old school. That's why I guess that's how I think. Right. I grew up around people who were like 60s, 70s. Mm-hmm. So as a kid, they calmed me down, and I guess, you know how you listen without listening? I listen. That's what I did. I was like this. I want to play, right. But then I was still soaking that knowledge in. Right. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, that's what you were saying. Right. I get it. Okay. I get it.
And you know, I was also thinking about like in reference to situations when you try to forgive people, depending on how you broke up, whether it was something violent, maybe they was fighting. You know, like you said, it called somebody cheating, or maybe you just arguing about the bills. Right. Maybe, you know, it was the other person putting the other person down. Because, you know, that's issues too in a relationship where the woman might say, well, you don't make enough money, you ain't doing nothing, you just sitting around the house, you ain't working. No, not really her not knowing what that man's story is. Because I'm not saying there's an excuse for a man sitting around the house and not providing for his family.
Right.
You know, but I am saying that sometimes women do not really look at the whole entire situation and see what's going on with that man, what he's trying to do, what he's going through, whether he's going out looking for jobs, and doing different things to try to get himself in a better situation. But I was thinking that maybe when we talked about you saying the respect for that relationship, maybe we could do away with options if we as men would look more into the relationship of a person we getting with, and then maybe we not have to worry about forgiveness or breaking up, because if we spend more time trying to invest in getting the person we really want, then we won't be 1 foot in, we'll be 2 foot in, and we'll be willing to make it work. But some
you know the crazy thing, there's no manual on relationships. There's really no manual. Because, I mean, my dad didn't tell me, you know, how to be in a relationship. He didn't tell me, because I asked him, I was like, why didn't you ever talk to me about marriage? He was like, oh, well, I thought you saw it. You saw me being married. I said, yeah, but just because I see you doing it, in my mind, I mean, that don't make it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For me, I wanted you to sit down with me and explain it to me. Now, you're not going to be able to tell me how marriage is going to work with a person because you don't know that person like I'm going to know him.
Right.
But just for me to have that in my mind to say, okay, is that something that I really want? Do I really want to be with somebody forever? And just had this one person, and then you may see all these different women, but the thing is, you got so much invested in this person, you know them. You don't know these other 10 women. You don't know what you gonna get on a daily basis because you're not spending that quality time with them.
Right.
You're not getting to know them mentally first.
Right. That's hard.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of dudes out here. There's a lot of beautiful women out here. And like, what was that dude, B.O.B.? I want to do every girl in the world. Hey. There's so many gorgeous, beautiful women out here, you know. I'm not saying y'all fellas go do every woman in the world. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to make a point going along with what Ron talked about, well, you know, the decision making. But I would just say, like, you know, it's hard, but it goes back to what you said when you talk about honoring the Most High. If we don't have some type of spiritual relationship with Him, then where can we have any foundation, any more value, any respect for ourselves, men, our bodies, you know, instead of like the women say, oh, you'll stick your thing in anything. Well, let's stop the women from saying we're going to stick our thing in anything, because we ain't going to stick our thing in anything. You know how they do on Facebook, where they put the little Marge head from The Simpsons on a beautiful body and be like, oh, you would hit that. You know, because you got a butt and breast all like that. That's crazy. So maybe it's a lot of stuff that needs to go down with the fellas. I think that the men need to check ourselves. And I think that is really happening. I think that men are beginning a change in the way we deal with women, and women are not being able to really handle that. Some women are exposing it themselves and saying that men are fed up, you know, but for the lucky ones, like Ron, who has a beautiful wife and who is happy, praise God for that.
But you know what, man? Honestly, like for me, like I had to grow up too. I mean, I wasn't just always, you know, like that. You know, man. As you grow up, you know, yeah, you go date all these different women, but I had to check myself too, and I was like, man, come on, Ron, you can't. At some point, you have to grow up. You have to be a man. You have to, if these are things that you want, you have to check yourself. So I had to check myself a lot of times, man. And just, if I did somebody wrong, hey, I'm sorry. You know what? Yep, I messed up. I'm sorry. And that's all you can do. Because nobody's perfect, man. We all gonna mess up. We all thinking that what we want for ourselves is right, but we really hurting the person that may really value us. And then you done hurt that person so much, you gotta let them go, because it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, and which brings us to the last point. I'll tell you this: what if that person that you no longer want to be with want to reconcile, or you willing? So, in a situation to where you wanted to leave that woman for whatever reasons, you decided of what she did that she done. If she comes back to you, maybe she gets herself together and wants to reconcile. Should we do that? I would say. And me and Peter had this talk before. I need to see that change.
You need to see the actions.
And brothers need to get uncaught up and cool, what I call kitty cat. Get your feelings out of the cat and think logically, because some of us think with the other head. and not this head that God gave us. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gave us.
Right.
And so we all discombobulated because, are we reconciling because we want to give to the kitty again? Because a lot of them are doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just getting back with my girl. You get back with her because you know you can get some goodies, some sex.
Right.
Stop doing that. Set yourself up for something bad.
We all been there.
If you don't get back with her because, hey, y'all, like you said, Ron, y'all working this thing out. There's some stuff y'all bringing to the table. Y'all really want to be together, and you really want to grow up and mature and say, I'm not going to be out there being them down, but I want to be with this one woman and make it work. Like you black women out there say, why come I can't get a black man to make it work, that want to make it work with a black woman? Well, maybe because some of y'all crazy and bipolar is all I'll do is. So give me one that ain't like that. That'll be on the next topic, and we can work something out. But other than that, like Ron said, just work that thing out. But, if they willing to reconcile and, like you said, if they got their life together and there's some changes and you're willing to put in the time and do it, then I can't say, like you said, there are no rules to the relationship and dating and everything else because you don't know what you're going to get nowadays. And so, which brings up my other last point is the love strong then what happened? Is the love stronger than what happened? Whatever it is that you decide that you want to split up with this woman that she done, I don't know, maybe she drunk the last Pepsi inside the refrigerator. And people break up over there and you ate my chips, you ate that leftover hamburger from yesterday. I was saving that for lunchtime at work. You break it up over
watch the game.
You interrupted the Cowboys game. Don't interrupt me with the Cowboys and we gonna break up. So but whatever it is that calls, that is the love that you have for that woman stronger. I would say if you have real love for her, and real love don't mean sexual love, because some people really need to get out of that separate that lust and the love, because they confused, Ron. That's what I feel like they are confused. They be like, I love her. No, you don't. You love sleeping with that chick. You don't love her. Mm-hmm. You love sleeping with. You love that feeling. After that feeling is over with, you done. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, hey, is the love stronger than what she did? If it is, then yes. How you feel about that, Ron?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the point, man. Like I say, you gotta always remember, why am I with this person? What drew me to this person? Was it, like you said, was it sex? If it's sex, we already know how that's, because we see we see the results on YouTube all the time.
All the time.
When it's just a sex, but you hardly ever see the YouTube videos where it's literally, hey, we had a hard time, but we fought. We fought it. We both wanted it. We did what we had to do, whether that was getting off of social media and staying away from people and working on us. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for me, it's always going to be, I'm always going to value her. And it also goes back to the respect that I have for her parents. Because I went to her dad, and the first time I met him, I went in his office and talked to him. He was sitting in there watching golf. And I went in and I said, hey, I just want you to know, this is what my intentions are for your daughter. And I did that because that's how my father raised me to be. And I saw how my dad was. I mean, even though I didn't get to see him married to my mom because I was young, but to see him married to my sister's mom, I saw how much he fought and just how much of a person he was. My dad never cussed at me, which is, to me, I was like, man, this is crazy. All the crazy stuff I did, and you didn't talk crazy to me. But that right there, that showed me how you can separate yourself from being a man. If you cannot cuss at me and take all this stuff that your son is giving you, I'm like, man, I have to be like that in life. Because you gonna get so much stuff in life, but how you gonna stay focused? It's all about staying focused and staying true to who you are.
You're that. And on that note, Brother Ron, we get ready to get up out of here. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to Man Cave Mondays. Y'all know we back in full effect. Look, we trying to get on Netflix. We trying to get on Hulu, Tubi, whatever it is you trying to put on. Hey, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Man Cave Mondays, M-A-N-C-A-V, space, M-O-N-D-A-Y-S. Before I get up out of here, I am going to let y'all hear from my main man, Ron Clemens, and he going to tell you where to find him at, how to stay in contact with him.
Before I do that, man, appreciate this, man. This was some good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yes,
but
sir.
And I appreciate you letting me come on your panel, being a married man, because the topic is kind of different. Mm-hmm. So and there are some brothers out there that are married, and the funny thing is you don't hardly hear from them because they focused on their family, and that's how I am. I go to work, go home, and take care of the family, man. So. I try not to be in all that craziness. Okay. Because I ain't trying to, it's like I said, it's work, man. And I made a commitment not only to her, but to her parents too, to my parents and to the Most High. And if I can't respect none of them, I definitely can respect her.
That's right.
So, but yeah, man, like I said to your audience, appreciate y'all for listening. And just to let y'all know, I used to be out there wilding too, so I want y'all thinking on this holier than now, dude. But at some point, I did have to grow up and take responsibility as a man and be that man.
That's what's up, and
How they find you?
Yeah, how they find you?
Y'all find me I'm on IG. I'm mostly on IG under The Dark Achiever.
Okay.
And my writing and directing is Dedicated Silent Writer. Again, I do have a movie on Tubi. It's called Remember Tomorrow. Go check it out.
Remember Tomorrow, y'all. Remember Tomorrow on Tubi. I'm checking out tonight.
I got two animations that I've done. I'm waiting on to see if they get picked up in film festivals now.
Okay.
So yeah, man, I do the movies and the animations.
What's up?
Yeah.
I see Brian putting it down here. We trying to get something with an Emmy or what we trying to get? What's another one? An Oscar, an Emmy? We call it out. Shoot, we can get Emmys and Oscars this way too. It's happening for a lot of podcasts and stuff now. And people coming up in small films and stuff like that, jumping over. So we can make that thing happen. But hey, with that note, y'all, we gonna get ready to get up out of here. Thank y'all again. Y'all appreciate my main man Ron Clemens for coming in the building. Big shout out to the homeboy P holding it down, camera, everything. Video man, editor, photographer, dancer, comedian. Y'all need to understand.
Show my man some love on the podcast.
Yeah, please show me some love. Yeah, I appreciate everybody. I see y'all out there, my cousins, all you people in St. Louis. I see them out there at ATL. Y'all hit me up. I know y'all laugh because y'all know I'm crazy, but I'm just trying to keep it 100 though. But I do want to continue to bring this platform on for men and for women that want to check out and see what the brothers that talk, because the men do need to talk. And I agree with Ron. Married men need to speak more out to single guys, and maybe that'll help them get their lives together. So hey, don't forget, share, like, and subscribe. Man Cave Mondays, M-A-N-C-A-V space, M-O-N-D-A-Y-S. We out here. Peace.
And we're out.